I'm Katie Melnik. This is my daughter, Mackenzie. My husband and I have 7 kids together. This is our oldest daughter. And our 4-year-old has hearing loss. Nobody else does, so he's our only one. He was diagnosed at 2.5. So he was the youngest of 6 at the time, and his pediatrician said that we didn't need to. I kept questioning on the speech because he didn't have any speech. Didn't talk, didn't just grunted and made noises and pointed or would grab your hand and take you places. And his pediatrician at his 2-year appointment said, he's fine, we'll check him at 3. If we're still having speech issues, we'll check him at 3. And I said, okay, he is the youngest of 6. Everybody does talk for him. We'll hold off a little bit longer. But all of my kids had great speech, like full sentences, no problems. And so that was in August, and I waited for a couple of months, and just something was not right. And my mom gut kept saying, you've got to start pushing buttons. And so I sent an email and I asked him to have his hearing and vision tested. And in February, we finally got his hearing tested, and his audiologist said, there is something, let's try an ABR, a non-sedated ABR. So we took our 2-year-old and did the non-sedated ABR, which 2-year-olds and ABRs are not fun anyways, but he was wiggly. And she still said that the tests were consistent with a loss. To have somebody tell you that your son is hard of hearing is hard, but I don't know that there wasn't any empathy. She just literally was like, yep, there's loss, we're gonna need to get hearing aids, that's it. And that was where it started. So I think the shock, you just keep it together in the office, and then my husband and I think we sat in the truck probably and just cried for, I don't know, it felt like forever, but yeah, and then we kind of just ran with it.
What was your reaction?
I was definitely shocked, not knowing anybody who was deaf. Well, I went to school with a girl who was deaf, but other than that, not knowing anybody who was close to us that had hearing loss or anything like that, it was definitely hard to know that he would have to overcome all the things that he had ahead of him. But looking back now, I don't think that I could have seen him any other way. Like, that's just how he is. His hearing aids are a part of him, and it's normal for us. This is our new normal, and it's nice to see all the things that he does overcome every single day. Just him saying like a new word, or getting the P at the end of popcorn, or the T in train, or anything like that. It just amazes me. It's crazy. And I was gone for 2 years while he was going through this at college, and he just coming back every time I come back to visit, there's something new that I hadn't heard him say before or do before on his own or anything like that. So that was a really cool experience for me.
As a parent, I think I still have those moments. Some days are definitely more challenging than others, and it's why are we going through this? Why do we have to face this? Sometimes the how are we going to get through it? We're in an ugly IEP battle right this second, so it's been a big emotional couple weeks trying to figure out where his best placement is for school, and one school district feels like they can support him, and I don't feel like that's the case, and so it's been a journey with that part of it. I don't know. We've been aided for 2.5 years, but he was completely nonverbal 2.5 years ago, and if you were to talk to him today, you would not know that. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. We have a wonderful care team that has been hugely supportive, and in fact, multiple of them have pushed us towards coming to this project too. Last year, Susie Jones, our speech therapist, said, you should do this. And at that point, I wasn't ready to do this. I didn't know what it was, so I was very hesitant. It kind of goes back to the very beginning of it. Like, we found out in March, when he was aided in March, that it was moderate to severe sensory bilateral. So we're right there on that balance of, could be even worse than it is. I could not physically take him to things. Like, there was an Easter egg hunt that was literally like 3 weeks after we found out. And I loaded all the kids up and we got in the car and I drove to that Easter egg hunt. And I physically could not get myself or the kids out of that car to go to that Easter egg hunt because it was just a deaf and hard of hearing Easter egg hunt, which is an awesome opportunity for those kids. But as a mom that I had just found out, I couldn't do it. It was, so much had happened just in those few weeks. And the way things were approached was everything's just kind of thrown at you. Like, literally, the audiologist handed me a accordion folder of paperwork and said, "Here, read this. If you have any questions, come back to me." There was no, "I'm sorry, this is going on," or anything. It was just matter of fact, this is your loss. This is what you're going to deal with. Just, deal with it and go with it. And it was heartbreaking. Like, just trying to, my little guy is, nobody knows what he's going to hear for the rest of his life or not hear, and how we're going to have to learn that. And it literally was just paperwork, and phone calls and people calling all the time. And I don't remember those first few weeks of people. I remember talking to people and then being like, "Well, I'm so-and-so and I'm here for you if you need help." But I don't remember actually putting those pieces together. It really was just I felt like the most important ones were, let's get him aided, let's get him to speech, let's, set him up to be as successful as he can be and be as aggressive with his care as possible, because we were late and he had been hard of hearing for a long time. So
if you were to go to an Easter egg hunt now, how would you do?
We've actually been to it 2 years in a row now. And it's just normal. It's just, this is our life. And he thrives. The deaf and hard of hearing and the deaf community, they have been phenomenal, and they're so warm and so embracing, and it's so, they're very welcoming to him and to his family. Now it's just, that's just life.